munching on isuade as he watched the sun set over the horizon at Golf Green. Having something that you can't properly pronounce at a 5-star hotel as you tell your friends about your brand new phone. Contest chair, have some isuade. Ladies and gentlemen, one fine evening, I watched a pair of siblings build a sandcastle on my favorite beach. Seated opposite them were their parents, wearing a pair of sophisticated shades that I can't ever look good in, a dress that I'd rather wear to a cocktail party, and clinging keenly to the latest next-generation smartphone. A thought crossed my mind. What happens to us as we grow up? Why are kids so simple in their needs, and why do we adults always look for more and more and more? The answer to this question I found in a series of stories. My parents love telling me stories of their childhood. I used to ride a cart to school, jump over fences, and nag my father into buying me my favorite milk toffee. I also used to skip school and hang out at the park with my friends for hours. My mother says, I did not grow up any differently, but still I question her. Ammi, why so childish? And she tells me, call me a child, but I'd rather not let the little things slip by. I actually did not grow up any differently. I spent hours playing with sand and talking to imaginary friends who lived on a tree. Now, when this tree was finally chopped down, it deeply bothered me. I'm not the type to argue with my father, so I kept giving him sideways glances, which he properly interpreted and decided to address this issue. He told me, when you were small, the tree was your friend. It serves no purpose now. You've got friends. Now, this bothered me. I had not concerned myself with this tree since I turned 10. 10 was the age that I realized grown-ups don't talk to imaginary friends who live on trees, Nero. They do cool things, they do fun things, they do posh things. So there I was, making crucial life decisions such as, which color suits me best? Mauve, deep purple, dark purple, light purple. They were all purple, but when you are a teen, it really matters. I was also hanging out with cool friends at the latest addition to the beachside restaurant chain, sipping coffee like a sophisticated adult at a restaurant on a beach, but actually never stepped into the sand that I once loved. What was I doing? Maybe I was conforming? Maybe I was acting grown up? Or maybe, just maybe, I was letting the little things slip by. One day, I decided to make an exception to this rule, so I went on a picnic with my friends and laid down my favorite piece of cloth on the ground. What I saw next gave me such immense happiness. There was a man selling soap bubbles and balloons, so I rushed up to him and asked him, "Uncle, how much do the bubbles cost?" And he said, 50 rupees. 50 rupees, my friends, that's all it took to give me such immeasurable happiness. There I was, the proud owner of soap bubbles equipment, blowing bubbles into thin surrounding air. I ran back to my friends giggling. They were used to this kind of behavior. This is what they call, typically, pulling off a Nero. They would say, Nero is actually 23, but her mental age is that of a 12-year-old. Maybe. Maybe I'm just a child. Maybe I'm a grown-up actually refusing to grow up. But don't you hate it when people tell you how you should enjoy and how you should not enjoy? When people tell you, hey, grow up, that actually has to be interpreted as, you're embarrassing us, stop behaving in childish ways, do different kinds of things. But you know what? When people tell you that adding a material value to the little things is what makes you grown up, when people tell you that belittling the little things is what it means to grow up, ask yourself, is it really worth it? And simply tell them, call me a child, but I'd rather not let the little things slip by.